up on the workbench from Max Minis. Myself and my youngest son got the Darkwater box set for Christmas, which is very nice. A bit of a Christmas present to ourselves, really. And he's working on the heroes and the pox walker dudes, and I'm hitting everyone else up. So as you can see, we've got the Mine Kelpies that I've already finished. Pretty happy. Let's get that in focus. There we go. Pretty happy with them. They're fairly quick, and they've come out looking great for the tabletop. Playing this game with two of my mates, Carl and Steve, last night, and getting a bit ribbed for not getting everything painted, so it's definitely time to move it on. And the absolutely outstanding, I don't know a lot of people have seen these models paint up to really high standards, but the models themselves are of such a high quality. And bearing in mind they're push fit, you just can't see any seams. So you can see I'm working on the armour at the stage where it's going to get one last dry brush, and then I'm going to start doing some verdigris and lots of rust and nastiness to really make them look properly Nurgle. And then we'll start worrying about the flesh. Probably going to hit with a bit of rack off and do some gentle glazing with some pinks and reds to get that sense of it being bloated and swollen and sort of proper nasty Nurglishness. But yeah, you know, nice models, and enjoyed painting them so far. The recipe for these I've sort of borrowed, then adapted from another fellow YouTuber. So going for lots of undercoating with silvers and then hitting with contrasts. So that is Plague Bearer. Is it Plague Bearer? Let me have a look. Plague Bearer Flesh. There we go. Okay, as well as Militarum Green. Washed, sort of thinned down with contrast mediums. I will now use that glazed medium as well that I've got from Vallejo to do some more work with those, and you know, it gives a really good finish. You know, you get that the metallic coming through, but lots of depth. Militarum Green in particular is great for going to those deeper sections. And what I have started to do as well is use some ever so slightly watered down wildwood to then, I wonder if I can show you on here, to then do some panel lining. So hopefully you can just about see that. And that just creates a really good deep shadow. Black's too stark, but wildwood, which is just a really dark brown, works a treat. You still get that warmth, you know, and that element of kind of browny greeny coming through, so that works a treat. Okay, looks great from the top. Just quickly knock some of the Cankborn over. And this guy here, who is a real fan favourite, such a great model. Really looking forward to doing his arm. That's going to get hit with a lot of rack off flesh, and then probably glazing and dry brushing with pinks going to magentas, just to make it look really swollen. Just a really cool effect. There'll be loads of rust as well on the rest of him. Okay, so looking forward to how that turns out. And last but by no means least, the Cankborn. So I'm going for a much sort of, I don't know, more vibrant greens for these, and I'll end up dry brushing them with some more fleshy based colours, just to then, you know, to mute that back a touch. And we'll see stony stuff, lots of kind of greys and browns going on for their, you know, whatever the stuff is on their backs, whatever they're growing from. So they're supposed to grow from the ground, aren't they? But again, really lovely models. So real pleasure to paint. Looking forward to doing lots of rust on this guy's sword, and some then real sort of yellowy pustules in the centre there. Nice, lots of zits from the Nurgle dudes. Yeah, cool. So that's next up on the table. So hopefully we'll see those progress as well. Who knows, there may even be another couple of videos before the weekend is out. We'll have to wait and see. Right, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.